RIP Funimation. The anime streaming service will close in April, and there's even more bad news for subscribers. Man, how could it get any worse? So Funimation is officially closing on April 2nd, 2024, just so you know it's not an April Fool's joke. And it could spell bad news for your digital library. What? Who has those? A post on Funimation assures subscribers that, quote, this transition will not impact your access to the vast library of anime available on Crunchyroll. However, it appears that Funimation subscribers will lose access to digital copies of purchased anime Blu-rays and DVDs. Man, it's almost like I've been screaming, buy physical, bitch, the entire duration of the podcast existing. Those without a Crunchyroll account will see their watch history and queue transferred automatically. Funimation users with a Crunchyroll account will be given one of 3 options upon logging in. Combine Funimation and Crunchyroll data, replace Crunchyroll data with Funimation data, or only save the Crunchyroll data. You may have also seen talk of price increases for Funimation and Crunchyroll users. While the end of services announcement is decidedly vague, it seems that only those with a cheaper multi-year legacy subscription will see an immediate price hike. So this was the actual quote from their end of services announcement. Quote, going forward, the subscription fees will be reflected in the next billing cycle through Crunchyroll or the third-party access platform following Crunchyroll's pricing. Any thoughts on this, guys?
Not really.
I mean, it was inevitable, right?
Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. Oh, what we do? No, it's not like we, knew about this for a year or over a year at this point.
I mean, I've seen people. Oh, hey guys, just prepare for all your subscriptions at double price. No, it's just happening to people who
No,
are
it's a
grandfathered in
Yeah,
for like $5 a month when they're like, no, and oh no, it's going up to $99 a year. But that's like that's a normal $8 price a month or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
For context, they offered people a discount when they initially split or like said that they were going to end Funimation for people to transfer to Crunchyroll. And so those discounted plans are now going to end and go back to full price. The digital copies, though, is annoying for anyone who had a library built up of digital copies.
Mm-hmm.
When they initially announced that they were going to end Funimation, they said that they were going to work on like getting that kind of thing. They kind of implied that they were going to get that working on Crunchyroll so that they would be able to transfer over your digital copies, and then they just never did.
No, but this is just how they always have been, right? Like we covered early on in the podcast. YouTube used to have annotations. One day they said, we aren't getting rid of annotations. Don't worry. Exact words. Don't worry. Annotations are going to stay right where they are. But in order to use the end screen elements, you have to pick between per video if you want to have annotations or the end screen elements. Our system is not developed to be able to use both. You got to choose, but don't worry, annotations are just fine. Then at a certain point, there's a cutoff. This is the last day you can make annotations. After this, you can only do end screen elements. Don't worry, annotations aren't going anywhere. Then like 2 months later, annotations aren't getting a lot of love lately. We just got rid of all of them. It's like constantly prepping you for the fact that you're going to have them. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere, right? It's like, oh, phew, that time I fucked up royally at the beginning of my video and was able to put that little thing at the beginning that said, hey, I meant to say this here. That's important for you to know in this tutorial so you don't corrupt your operating system or some shit, right? Oh no, that's just gone. They're not getting any love because nobody can make them anymore. So Funimation did something similar in that they promise you everything's going to be okay, and then they fuck you over anyway, right? Like constantly, again and again. If you don't physically hold your media, it isn't yours. Okay? End of story. If you do not have a physical access to it that you can tangibly feel, it does not exist.
The other thing that they implied was that all of the content from Funimation would eventually make its way over to Crunchyroll.
Mhm.
And there are still series that are only on Funimation's platform. And it doesn't appear like they have any plans of bringing those series over.
So I hear you. That is
I
egregious.
don't know what they are specifically, but I know there's a few.
But does
Like
it make?
I think I saw the number was like over 100 entries or something.
But does it change anything with the fact that Manu Scroll is on there? I mean, if we're comparing, like, oh, not all of
Man,
One
I'll
Piece.
just throw out my Funimation account now. What? Who needs it? We got Manu Scroll. The first 5 seconds of episode 1 is all you need, right?
Yeah, it has boobies, fully uncensored titty in the first 5 seconds. All right. Anyway,
Apparently, that falls under their standards.
their standards. Yeah.